it's not going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. We've all been through that. There's no, you're with me. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just saying, I'm trying to get me and us to move in faith and say, these things are supposed to happen. I'm supposed to move in extraordinary miracles, and I can only do it if I'm single-minded. And I go, this is going to happen. Well, here's 20 times it didn't happen before. I don't care what happened before. What I care about is what's going to happen next. Are you with me? Yes. And I believe that we have entered a kingdom that has new laws. And we are under the law of faith. And I don't know about you, but I have a whole bunch of stuff in my life that has been going on for a long time that needs to change. In me, in my kids, in my family, in this family, in our finances. I mean, a lot of things. And it's not going to change when I lay in my bed and worry about it. It's not going to change it. A strategy without faith is not going to change it. Talking to 15 people that don't have faith about it is probably going to make it worse. We tend to validate all the reasons why it's not going to happen. We were meeting recently, and I said, I'd love for this to be our goal. And someone said, well, we had that goal last year. It didn't happen. I just wanted to say, shut up. But I didn't. I was very kind. I said, shush. Be thou quiet. I just really want us to move in faith. That's my point. I am making efforts in my life as a 68-year-old man who's been saved for 50 years. I'm like, I don't want this to be my plateau. I don't want this to be my best years. I don't. And I want to see extraordinary miracles. And I want to see extraordinary miracles in the areas that I have deeply care about. And so, we got prophetic words about this being a city under the influence of the kingdom. And Bill has done the most gracious job. It's like, okay, this is a prophetic word. What's our action? We started tithing to our city. We developed a BGR team. You probably know this, but I thought you should be proud of your team. If you don't know this is part of what you're funding every day. We spent $1 million on equipment so that our students can go and our congregation can go out every week into our city and do simple things like mentor kids to teach them how to read and write, how to keep the parks clean, take care of landscape. I mean, practical things, spiritual things, and we just do it every week. We raised $1.2 million for the airport, for the LA United trip to go to LA every day. We put up almost 800,000 of that. Why? Because our city needed a connection with LA to help the local economy. I could go on and on. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that what we learned, and what I've learned from Bill and what we learned from each other is that you have to actionize faith. You can't just sit back and go, God said we're going to have one city under the kingdom. It's like, what does that look like? And how do we catalyze that? Like, how do we move in action? And it might be giving a cup of water to a man under a bridge, which we do all the time. We feed all week long the homeless and the poor, but we also touch the up and outer. We also have built a relationship with our county officials and our city officials, not so that we can manipulate them, but so we can actualize and catalyze this prophetic word that this will be a beautiful city. That people will come in the city and they will experience the King.